everyone, it's Chantal Thomas here, l'agent de milieu for downtown families here in Peter-McGill. Today we are going to be talking about daycares and how the payment kind of works for them. This is a very complicated subject, so I would encourage you, if you have any questions about your particular situation, double check on the website for Revenu Québec and also double check on the website for the Ministère de la Famille. It should also be noted that with the new CAC budget, there are new laws that are coming into place, but these shouldn't actually have any effect on anyone for a couple of years. So I'm not going to be addressing those today. Toutes ces informations-là, je vais les répéter ici à 14 heures en français. As per usual, all of the information presented today will be available on our Facebook page and on our website. So, as we covered in our very first Naptime session, which is still available on our Facebook page for you to watch anytime you want, hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Sorry, there's a fire truck going by, apparently. Anyways, okay, so there are two main kinds of payments for daycare. So there's the subsidized and the unsubsidized. Within that, there's CPEs, private daycares, and home daycares. Again, I addressed that all in the very first Naptime session, so I'm not going to go through that again. The main question you want to ask for yourself is, are you actually eligible for a subsidized daycare spot? So, our lovely communications agent, Corey, made this beautiful flow chart for you to figure that out. So the main question you start off with, are you a Canadian citizen or permanent resident? If you are, yeah, you're eligible. That's great. If you're not, do you have a work permit? If you do, you're eligible. Fantastic. If you don't, next question, do you have a CSQ? The CSQ is the first step or the first document that you apply for prior to getting your permanent residency. So if you have your CSQ and a study permit, for example, then you are eligible. If you do not, you are not eligible for daycare subsidies. This means that you cannot send your child to a CPE or to a home daycare. You will have to send them to a private daycare. So next, we have costs. So the way the payment works for CPEs and other subsidized private daycares is that you are going to be paying $8.25 upfront per day. Usually that's done out in pre-made checks that you'll just submit at the beginning of when you register your child. You just submit them all for the year. Depending on your income, you can pay a maximum of $22.85 a day. However, you're going to be paying that difference at the end of the year on your taxes. So it's going to be evaluated at this time of year. Your taxes are due soon, this week. So you're going to be looking at your income for 2018, and from there you can determine how much more you owe on your taxes. So now this difference between $8.25 and $22.85 is what's changed under the new budget, but again, these changes aren't going to take effect for a couple of years, so I wouldn't worry about them right away. For unsubsidized daycares, you are going to be paying 25 to 100% of the daily rate depending on your income. So what this means is that when you're looking at unsubsidized daycares, when you're on La Place 05, for example, they're going to tell you it is $45 a day, or it is $22 for half a day, or $60 a day, whatever. According to your income, you will only have to pay between 25% of that and 100% of that. So the way that works is opposite from the subsidized method, is that you actually pay the full amount up front. So you're paying the full $45 a day right away, and then at the end of the month, you'll be reimbursed. However, you are only reimbursed if you have a Canadian income. If you currently are only here on a student permit and you are not working, if your partner has a student permit and you have a work permit and you're not working, you are not reimbursed on a monthly basis. You will only be reimbursed at the end of the year on your taxes. So again, right about now, when you're doing your taxes, you will be putting in the full amount that you pay on your daycare, and then you will be reimbursed that. If you are eligible to be reimbursed on a monthly basis, there is a way to really be on top of your paperwork, get that done right away, and hopefully you can get your reimbursement even ahead of time. You really have to be on top of your paperwork for that. Anything else to be said about that? I think that's it. Additional costs in both cases, so this is both subsidized and unsubsidized daycares. You can be charged extra for diapers and wipes. If you want to bring your own, then you won't be charged for that. To be noted that most daycares will not allow cloth diapers. You can only bring in your own disposable diapers. If there are special activities, such as going on swimming lessons or dance or music, if there are outings, going to the Sugar Shack or the Musée or the Botanical Gardens, if your child is kept longer than 10 hours, so if you want to keep your child for 11 hours a day, there's often an extra charge there. And if there's any late pickup fees. So if most daycares are very, very strict about this. If you're even 1 minute late, you're charged an extra however much, and you have to pay it cash to the educator on hand. So I know that's a lot of information. Again, if you have questions about your own situation, call Revenue Quebec or go on their website. There is a calculator available on their website for you to figure out, according to your income and according to how much you're paying for daycare, how much you'll be reimbursed. But that all is going to be changing in the next few years. And yeah, like I said, super complicated, which I get it. I hope this helps simplifies things. And yeah, tune back in at 2 p.m. for hearing all of this again in French. Again, all this information is available on our Facebook and on our website. Thank you very much. Have a good one.